morning guys, it's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and today I'm going to talk to you about 10 brands I am not picking up anymore. So I kind of enjoy doing these videos from time to time. I often do the other videos where it's like 10 brands I am picking up or that I'm looking for, or 10 brands that sold quickly with the most profitable, all that kind of stuff. I do all those kind of videos on this channel if you haven't seen them yet. But I don't often do these ones where it's all about like cursed items, basically things that just won't sell, or brands that I used to pick up and now I don't because they don't sell for me anymore. So I figured I would share some of that too with you guys. So what I'll do is tell you each and every brand. I will try and pop a label right here ish so that you can see what the label looks like, but I'll also give you a little caveat to most of them as well, because like anything in this great big wide world, there are grey areas, and for each and every brand that I will share with you today, there are certain items that I think I would still just pick up even though I know I shouldn't, because for whatever reason they tend to do better than other things by that particular brand. You'll know what I'm talking about when I get to it. Okay, number one is Cut from the Cloth. This is a denim brand. This is a brand that retails usually around the $100 mark. It used to do okay, and now I have, I think, like 4 pairs maybe sat just completely static in my closet on Poshmark and in my eBay store. Yeah, they're just not going anywhere. My one caveat to Cut from the Cloth is anything that is like plus size, like sort of 16 to 18 and over, and potentially anything that has a sort of distinguishing feature. So whether it's like really heavy distressing, or maybe like floral embroidery. I had some with floral embroidery down them that were new with tags at one point. New with tags helps as well, and they did quite well because I could use keywords like boho and festival. But as of just like the straight up normal denim jeans from Cut from the Cloth, I won't be picking them up anymore. Next is Victoria's Secret. This brand has been on my do not pick up list since last year, I think, and I haven't really been picking it up except for bathing suits and collegiate wear. I don't know why, but those two things do quite well for me still. Now, bathing suits are really touch and go right now for me. It really depends on the size and the style. If it's a 2-piece, it must be both pieces. I am done selling separates. They just don't go anywhere, even when they're new with tags, which is really annoying. And the 1-pieces don't necessarily do well for me unless they're kind of like a shapewear style. Collegiate wear still does quite well in my opinion. So obviously by that I mean things that pertain to particular sports teams with particular schools, universities, that kind of thing, especially if they're like blinged out with sequins and stuff. I still tend to pick some of that stuff up if it's in really good condition and it is like really stand out in terms of its design. Number 3 is Torrid. I know Torrid has been one that I have spoken about for a long time and a lot of people still pick up, and I'm sure it still sells well for a lot of people, but I am struggling to move my Torrid pieces at the moment. The 2 caveats to Torrid are if it's a like a larger size, sort of size 3, they have vanity sizing, so size 3 and above, and it has like a really sort of distinguishable boho vibe to it, that I may still pick up. Or if it's a Disney collaboration. I have picked up some Torrid Disney collabs in the past and they have done really well. They're only about for a small amount of time, they're usually in plus sizes, and they're usually really cute, so they tend to have a marketplace just ready and waiting for them. I sold a Little Mermaid pointel cardigan not long ago for I think about $35 to $40 pre-owned, and so that is definitely something I would keep my eyes open for. Number 4 is almost anything from Urban Outfitters. I just struggle with Urban Outfitters, however you want to say it. I am really picky already with Anthropology for the most part. If I'm paying up for it, if it's cheap, I'll usually grab it because it's good to bring in traffic with that kind of name and you can share it to parties easily on Poshmark. But if it's full price at a thrift store, I'm really picky with Anthropology and Free People for the most part. Urban Outfitters, I have a hard time with every single item almost. So I'm talking like Staring at Stars, Pins and Needles, Silence and Noise, all of these kind of brands, as cute as they are. Kimchi Blue, I think that's one, right? I just can't seem to sell them for the life of me, so I'm going to get really picky this season when it comes to picking up those items. And there's actually not really a caveat when it comes to Urban Outfitters, maybe like new with tags, or like one of the brands that they tend to like isn't an in-house brand. I might think about that a little more carefully, but as the ones that I named to you there, I probably wouldn't pick them up unless they were something exceptional. Number 5 is Ann Taylor Loft. and Banana Republic. I know there's 3 separate brands technically, as it were. And Taylor and Taylor Loft are obviously under the same umbrella, but they're all kind of the same feel. And while I do pick up the piece from time to time, depending on size, fabric content, and if there's a novelty print involved, for the most part, I'm trying to steer away from them. I just find that they really sit. They kind of clog up my inventory where I could be taking space of something even better that I could be selling. And when it does sell, I find that it tends to sell on like a really low ball offer. So I'm going to be really watching out for those items as well and trying to refrain, even at filler bags, from getting those brands. Number 6 is Athleta. I know, Athleta is a good brand and it retails pretty high, and depending on the piece it can have a really good resale value, but that's just it. I will be looking at each and every piece and looking at the style numbers before I buy. Usually I find that they're like really big chunky knits, maybe like duster cardigans, that kind of thing. They do quite well. Sometimes the leggings do quite well, especially if they're a plus size, but overall things like tank tops and workout bras and things like that, I probably wouldn't be picking up necessarily unless they were dirt cheap and they had a cute print or some kind of graphic that I liked. Number 7 is Elie Tahari, or Elie Tahari, however you say it. So this is a high-end brand. It retails for a lot of money and I have never sold a piece. I tell a lie, I sold a pair of jeans once for $15, but I have a dress in my inventory that I've had there for almost 2 years. I don't think it even has a like on it necessarily. I have like a really pretty layered like tank top thing that's up for, I think it's $20 in my Poshmark closet. I don't think that has any likes. Like, it's just not a brand that seems to hold resale value as far as I can tell. When I find it, I always want to pick it up because I know it retails for so much. But if I can't sell it, what's the point? So I may be purging those items from my inventory coming soon, and I probably won't be picking up anything else from that brand for now or ever. Okay, number 8 is Cabbie. And even with the new tag Cabbie, I am getting to be really picky as far as which pieces I pick up. Again, full price. I'll pick them up sometimes at a filler bag if I think it's fairly cute or it has some good keywords attached to it. You can always look up the style number just like with Athleta, so you can see what you're buying before you buy it and how much it's selling for. But overall, I'm being really picky with it. Now, novelty prints, I will probably still pick up because they're cute and sort of the brand doesn't even matter when it comes to those. And sometimes the jackets, like simple denim jackets and things, or their denim jeans, if they're a nice style, a nice cut, they can do quite well. But overall, Cabbie has been sitting for me lately and I will be steering clear for the most part. Next is Worth. Okay, so this is another one kind of like the Elie Tahari side, where it retails high. It's not a cheap brand at all, but I just don't find the resale value there. I get excited when I find it because I know that it's technically worth a lot of money in terms of its original marketplace, but in the resale market, I'm having a hard time shifting it no matter what the piece. I have several pieces in my closet that have been there for coming up a year with barely any activity, and I'm ready to either let go of those, drop down the prices, and steer clear of the brand as well. And the last one is Tommy Hilfiger. So again, trying to be super picky with this. The plus size pieces, potentially, and the very like modern pieces, like kind of chambrays or like career dresses, silhouette cuts, that kind of thing, like a nice sheath dress, I may think about picking those up. And if it's new with tags, I may pick those up as well. But overall, just your standard Tommy Hilfiger pieces, like just a general sort of 3/4 length top, even with the fun nautical stripes that they do all the time, or like just a pair of jeans or something, I will not be purchasing anytime soon. Okay, so those are my 10 brands that I am avoiding at the moment, and with the caveats, of course, to what I would maybe think twice about in terms of what I found out there thrifting. But now I want to invite you to pop your brands down in the comment as well. What brands are you steering clear of as we get into this thrifting season, as yard sales and things like that pop up for us? What are you looking out for and what are you avoiding? What brands do you think should sell and they just haven't moved for you? Because I always find that interesting too, those darn cursed items. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet but you enjoy thrifty reseller content, please do think about hitting that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to say hello in the comments so that I can say hi back. Alright you guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!